This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Olá a todos, o meu nome é Stanley e eu adoro carregar em botões quando as ordens aparecem. Gamers, este jogo, Stanley Parable, é um jogo que é feito para trollar o jogador.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Como eu estava a dizer, isto é um jogo que é feito para trollar o jogador. Cada vez que vocês saem do jogo e voltam a entrar, isto dá-vos uma mensagem diferente, dá-vos sliders novos, estão sempre a trollar-vos com as horas. Por isso, eu decidi trollar o narrador. Vamos fazer algo diferente do que aquilo que o narrador queira e ver qual o resultado. Eu por acaso estou curioso, eu só experimentei com a primeira porta, só para ver se dava e realmente dá. Agora, o que é que acontece a seguir? Vamos descobrir. Ser o meu Valentim? Não, obrigado, não quero ser nada teu. Vai-te embora. Eu odeio segundas-feiras. Quem é esta caneca? Do Garfield?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Não, eu não vou entrar na porta da esquerda, eu vou entrar na porta
This
da
was
direita.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Talvez eu queira mesmo lá parar, quem sabe?
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
Nada.
Its grace, its subtle charm. No.
Combustível.
Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Coffee nut. Ok, as canecas dizem algumas coisas
But
interessantes.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Então o Stanley apanhou a primeira porta à esquerda. Não, vamos em frente.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Tendo em conta que a única coisa que ele faz é seguir instruções do computador. Vamos continuar a trollar o narrador se der.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yep. Acaba por cometer suicídio. Estás a ver, narrador? Esta não esperavas. Foste trollado. E tem que começar tudo de novo, não é?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Então agora não vamos cometer suicídio, vamos só ficar na plataforma. Não saltes. Vai causar morte. Eu sei, eu experienciei
Look, Stanley, I
isso.
think perhaps
E
we've
será
gotten
que eu
off on
posso
the
ir
wrong
para
foot
ali?
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Eu vou
I realize
experimentar.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Deixa lá
but
isto
the
avançar
fact
pouco,
is that
que
the
o
story
boneco não
has
pode
been about
saltar.
nothing but you all this time.
Ou será que ele morre também outra
There's
vez?
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Sim.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this,
Eu não
but
quero
I
que
really
convenças.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Não.
Let me prove it.
Não.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Não. Vou continuar. Voz na minha cabeça. Estás-me a trancar, não é? Só me estás a dar um caminho agora. Eu vou-me embora daqui. Eu vou para a rua. Estou-te a dizer. Eu vou abandonar o prédio. E tu não podes fazer nada para me impedir?
Now listen carefully. This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ok, porta azul.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Não!
Stanley walked through the red door.
Ok, porta azul.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ok, porta azul.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Obrigado.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Sim.
don't let me stop you.
Obrigado, senhor.
You see,
Voz na minha
there's
cabeça.
nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Não.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Sim.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yeah.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Ok, experimenta.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ok.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Eu não sei.
How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Talvez que eu não tenha
You can't teach
obedecido.
that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Ser
Here,
narrador é
based on the
brutal.
data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
A sério?
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Tá. Ok. Não, vamos para esta agora. Vai dar ao mesmo sítio.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Eu vou dar neste caso.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Sério?
And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Ok.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Não.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Porque é que eu estou com medo do que é que vai acontecer?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You
Okay.
click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
No,
So why
sério?
don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
A sério, o jogo quer nos trollar à força toda e eu a tentar trollar o jogo. Adeus, bebê!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
quem
Because if it's
sabe?
the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Ok.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Será que nós trollámos mesmo o narrador?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Mais um loading. Vamos lá ver o que é que esperar disto. Tá.
Ah, fascinating.
Firewatch.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Bem, ele não
Perhaps
está
for some
totalmente
sort of
errado.
twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Por acaso o jogo que ele está a trollar, eu tenho mesmo ele aqui instalado com o Game Pass, o Firewatch. Ok. Eu não esperava nada que ele fosse trollar outros jogos, até podem ver o símbolo. Ai, lindo. Simplesmente lindo. Este jogo é demasiado bom, gamers. É mesmo brutal. Mesmo brutal. É pena não ter português para aqueles que não percebem o inglês, mas está tão bom o narrador e podemos trollar o narrador ou mudar o jogo por completo se nós não quisermos seguir as instruções do narrador. É simplesmente fenomenal e eu espero que quem fez este jogo continue a fazer jogos assim. Talvez faça um segundo, não sei.
No, it can't be.
O que é que não pode ser, senhor, a voz na minha cabeça? Nós estamos no mundo exterior. Agora, será que seguimos o caminho ou será que vamos por outro lado?
It's an open world game.
Hey!
Good God, quickly, block it off.
Não.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Não,
Really
deixa-nos
wandered off into
experienciar este mundo aberto.
thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Não,
Preferably
deixa-me
something with
explorar o
walls.
mundo.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Não, tu vais-me querer pôr outra vez no escritório, não é?
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Espera, isto
See,
é
this is
aquele jogo de
exactly
carro,
what I
Rocket
had in
League.
mind. Just a nice big box
Yeah,
so you can run around
Rocket
in.
League.
There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Não é.
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Ok, vamos tentar ficar perdidos neste jogo. Já agora, como é que eu posso sair
Okay,
daqui?
so what exactly do we do here?
I don't
Let's
say.
see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, cara, a bola é gigantesca. Yeah! Não, eu não posso divertir, eu sinto a obedecer ao narrador. Não pode ser. Yeah! Yeah! Será que vamos conseguir marcar
Are
um
you
gol?
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Yes!
Is it better than my miserable little story
Sim,
that
é
I
melhor
worked
que o
so
teu
hard
joguinho
on?
miserável.
Stanley, I have a thought.
Oh,
no.
credo.
What are you doing?
Eu caí. Oh não, voltei ao meu escritório.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Ah!
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Vou-me embora. Oh, credo, estou a cair ainda mais. Não, salva-me. Oh, boa, agora estou num jogo de terror. Estamos livres do narrador. Agora. Oh, não, eu voltei ao meu escritório. Sério. Oi. Não.
I wonder what he found. If
Escuridão.
what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Fiz reset ao jogo. A sério. Consegui trollar o narrador de tal maneira que ele fez reset ao próprio nível. consegui realmente trollar o narrador de tal ponto que ele fez reset ao nível. Existem várias formas que a gente pode abordar este jogo, esta é uma delas, tentar fazer o oposto, fazer coisas diferentes e tentar não seguir o narrador ou seguir o narrador e ver o que é que acontece também, a história que ele diz que tem preparada para nós, o jogador. Esta foi a minha decisão e adorei cada momento, adorei cada conversa com o narrador. O monólogo que o narrador tem está simplesmente excelente. Eu aconselho jogarem este jogo, por isso tentem por vocês mesmos. Mas digam-me nos comentários o que é que acharam do vídeo, o que é que acharam do jogo, o que é que acharam desta pequena experiência que eu fiz aqui neste vídeo. Eu gostaria mesmo muito de saber. E claro, se gostaste e queres ver mais vídeos daqui de jogos no canal, não te esqueças de carregar em subscrever, ativa o sininho para seres notificado quando sai um vídeo novo. Eu não tenho mais nada para trazer neste vídeo, por isso, gamers, continuem a jogar.